Welcome back to our Global iTech Solution GITS Cypress channel on lecture 15. Before you started this lecture, I highly encourage you to complete previous lecture related with this course. Let's get started and jump on the topics. So today we'll be discussing about, on the previous class we already learned about GitHub Action CI/CD, and we set up each build push, each push on the GitHub master branch. Then we deploy the earlier results in a GitHub pages, but there was issues. We are not able to see the results properly, right? Which is, if I go back to the report, the branch or our repository. This is our repository cypressio-ui video, and if I clicked on the link, basically I'm not able to see the report it's being generated, which is accurate. So this is 0 instead of 0. There's supposed to be 45 tests, right? Now let's go ahead and fix these issues. How do we fix it? If we go to the node.js.yml file, let's rename this one first, because this is based on each push, right? Let's put push build. Then on the push build, so you see that over here earlier results. So this earlier results in our parent directory. So we don't have any directory. It's called a build. So let's remove this one, and this should be fixed. And let's go ahead and see, run it. npm run test. So npm, let's say git add push our code, git commit -m fixed GitHub page issues git push. Okay, let's do it. Let's see it is running or not. In the meantime, let it run. Then we're supposed to be clicked on that link again one more times and see it is deploying or not. Let's go to the actions, and it is being running it. Let's let it run. In the meantime, also the second topics is set up nightly builds, right? So we'll be setting up nightly builds for this suite, like the every night our automation suite should be kicked up. Then it should be deploying our result on the GitHub page. So push build.yml file, will be duplicating it on the workflow, paste, and this is going to be, we're renaming it. It's called a, it is going to be called a nightly build. So on that nightly build, we'll be changing some commands over here. So it was based on the H push before. Now we'll be using based on nightly build, which is a schedule, right? So we'll be using a schedule, and we'll be using we'll be giving them the time when it will be executing it. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna use the name as a deploy nightly. Then on schedule cron job, which is going to be running at 2 a.m. UTC time, right? Save it, and we'll be pushing in a bit, but this is not going to be running today. You'll be seeing on tomorrow it is being run. It is being executed during the night. This is how you change. Everything will be remaining same. Also, I want to talk about the setup a CodeOwner roles. So inside the workflow, not inside the workflow, under the .github, you're supposed to have a CodeOwner sections where it will be telling you or explaining to you by the other person who is the owner of this repository. So this is how the way you can add the code owners section. This owner will be the default owners for everything in this repo, which is GITS 5213, which is me. Then also I want to talk about set up a pull request default templates. Once you create a pull request in your GitHub, let's go ahead and set up the rules first. Settings, then go to the branches, and we'll be adding, so this is the master branch, right? and we'll be using the branch protection rules basically. So this is our branch protection rules. Let's go ahead and edit. This is going to be on master branch, require a pull request before merging it, right? Require approvals, at least one approvals it's required. So we set that up. Now let's, every time you setting up the course settings, you have to put the authentications, which is I have so this is, we set that up, right? The branch protection rule. Now once you create a pull request, let's go ahead, set up a pull request. So on that pull request templates, it will automatically pops up your address, which is you will be whatever the feature of the story you will be working on in order to automate test cases, automated the like enter the user stories. So you'll be putting the Jira ticket or ADO ticket over here, then you'll be adding the summary of it and the notes. So this is the template we're just adding over here and pushing into the GitHub basically, right? Now let's go ahead and add them and push in the GitHub repo. So git add git commit -m. So we added nightly build. We added CodeOwner section. We add pull request template. Right. So git push. Now before pushing it, so this is we committed, right? Let's create a branch. Git checkout -b and type over here nightly build. So this is our branch. Let's see git branch. Now we're on the nightly build. Let's do git push. Now let's do the git push. Based on this push, it will trigger the build. It will trigger the build based on this push. Now let's go ahead and see that it is created a pull request or not. So this is the pull request. As you see, once I come into the GitHub, it's automatically telling me, hey, you have a pull request, compare and pull. Let's go ahead and click on it. Now once you click on it, you see the template, it's coming automatically, address, and you can put the story number over here from the Jira or from the ADO. You can put the summary of the work, you can put the notes, right? And this name, the pull request name, should be the same name as your branch name, which is a nightly builds. It should be same name of your branch name. Now you can add any one of the any reviewers from your teams over here. Request up to 15 reviewers, but it will comes by default the CodeOwner names over here basically, right? Now create a pull request. Once you create a pull request, it automatically trigger a build. So you see the nightly builds, it's automatically triggered it, right? Now let's wait for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes to complete the build. So also, as we create a pull request, now let's go ahead and merge this. So you should be wait for to build it. Everything, once it is built, you are able to merge. So it is Node.js CI build 16 and pull request, it's in progress as you see over here. Now as this is only me, I'm going to be confirm it and merge it and delete the branch. And by merging in it, it will automatically trigger another build. So you see that by merging on it, it will automatically trigger another build. So basically 2 builds are up and running. Once it is built, it's completed, then it will deploy to the GitHub page. Now we have to wait until that. And also we have a deploy nightly builds here, right? Deploy nightly builds. One of them is our Node.js, which is based on HPush. Another one is our nightly builds. So nightly builds will trigger during the night at 2 a.m. UTC time frame. So nightly build, it's completed the pull request 3 from GITS 5213 nightly builds. It's just running the page built and deployed. It is started working on based on the bot, GitHub bot, right? See nightly builds, this nightly builds, this is our nightly builds, pull request. And this is based on the merge, done, successful. Now it is deployed to the page. Let's wait for deploying it and complete the process. Then we can see the report. It is populating or not. So in the meantime, let me walk you through one more settings you have to complete before doing anything on the GitHub Actions, which is you have to come to settings in your repo, then click on actions, click on general. You have to make sure on the workflow permission you have a read and write permission. Workflow permission, read and write permission before doing anything on the GitHub Actions. Please remember. Now going back to the actions, see it is deploying to the page or not. Let's wait for, I'm not going to be clicking on it because I don't have that patience. There you go. It's one of them, it's running up and running, right? Completed. Another one is just started. The page build deployment, this is a 20 and this is a 21. Now click on the 21. Let's click on report. Boom, 45 test cases, right? There you go. So 45 test cases. Now, if you come back to the repo itself and clicked on that link, it should be, you will be able to see the 45 report. And also on the right hand side bottom part, you see the GitHub Actions, right? This GitHub Actions, if you click on that, it will take you to your build, which build it's executed. So this is the number 3, nightly build number 3. So now let's go back on our repo and on the GitHub Actions, page build and deployment. This was a 20, right? So 20 was not deployed because of 21 picked up right away. So that's when everything is up and running. Great job, and thank you so much for watching watching this lecture, right? And going back to the architecture, I want to just walk you through the last moment or last minute. So we started from the beginning, from the Jira board, then we started cloning the repo, then we started developing our automation suite using Cypress, JavaScript. Then we had added the suite, collection of suite, page of implement, page object model, core concept, agnostics, and also we added data-driven concept, keyword-driven concept, utilities files. Then set up the entire GitHub repo in a using GitHub Actions, set up CI/CD through the GitHub Actions, and we configured build on push based on each push the entire automation suite, generating a report, and also we set up nightly builds, daily nightly builds, and it is automatically execute our test throughout the night and generate a report, and the report will be available for public on the GitHub page. This is entire architecture. Now you are become a automation architect and you are a technical lead of the project. Thank you so much for watching this lecture. Stay tuned for upcoming lecture for the rest of the course. Thank you.